creator of a television show that gives hope and joy and inspiration to millions.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the best film finales that bring the story to a clear finish. Spoilers ahead.
Come on, Tom. Let's finish this the way we started it. Together!
Number 10, The Diner Robbery. Again, Pulp Fiction.
I love you, Pumpkin.
I love you, honey bunny.
Everybody be cool, this is a robbery!
Before the final scene of Pulp Fiction, audiences have already been subject to several time jumps. Quentin Tarantino provides the missing link between the disparate stories by sending Jules and Vincent to a diner.
Want some bacon?
No, man, I don't eat pork.
Are you Jewish?
No, I ain't Jewish. I just don't dig on swine, that's all.
Why not?
It just so happens to be the one from the beginning, pitting the hitman against the robbers, Pumpkin and Honey Bunny. The last sequence wraps up the fates of the remaining characters with a healthy dose of philosophy.
Or it could mean you're the righteous man and I'm the shepherd. And it's the world that's evil and selfish.
Samuel L. Jackson's protagonist calms down the criminals, delivers an incredible monologue, and reveals his new path in life. Everyone leaves the scene with a little more knowledge than before, finishing out this movie on a high note.
I think we should be leaving now.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Number 9, Settling the Case, 12 Angry Men.
It's always difficult to keep personal prejudice out of a thing like this. Wherever you run into it, prejudice always obscures the truth.
Over the course of this film, a group of 12 jurors decide the fate of a teenager accused of murder. Juror 8 slowly changes the minds of the others until there's only one left.
Everything, every single thing that took place in that courtroom, but I mean everything, says he's guilty. What do you think, I'm an idiot or something?
Lee J. Cobb's stubborn number 3 finally cracks under pressure, realizing the errors of his thinking. This profound moment is made especially powerful due to a stunning display of acting.
No. Not guilty. Not guilty.
The final vote for not guilty saves the life of the defendant, but not without changing the lives of the jury itself. Their climactic walk out of the courthouse underscores their transformations. Sidney Lumet's amazing direction provides viewers with a conclusion which resonates with them long after the film is over.
What's your name?
Davis.
My name's McCardle. Well, so long. So long.
Number 8, Going Home, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. With the help of his siblings, Elliot Taylor takes his extraterrestrial friend to the little alien spaceship. Getting there is made more impressive thanks to a thrilling chase that takes them into the sky and over to a forest for an emotional farewell.
I just want to say goodbye.
Elliot and E.T. share a touching moment, with the creature reminding the boy that they'll never be too far apart. Everyone walks away having learned something about themselves. It's the perfect way to send off a sci-fi fairy tale about family and friendship. Number 7, 19 years later, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Here they come.
The magical series builds up to the final showdown between Harry Potter and Voldemort, which would seem to be the perfect ending. But after the villain's defeat, the film jumps years into the future. The characters are now older, with children of their own.
Together.
Taking their kids to the famous train platform, the now adult heroes reunite in a brilliant full-circle moment. You're hit with a wave of nostalgia as the ensemble prepares their own families for a new era at Hogwarts.
Listen, if it really means that much to you, you can choose Gryffindor. The Sorting Hat takes your choice into account.
It's a fitting end for Potter and his friends, showing that there's always hope for the next generation. The film series might be over, but this satisfying and emotional finish lets us know the magic never really ends.
Ready?
Ready.
Number 6, a long-awaited catch, Field of Dreams. While Ray Kinsella might not get everything he wants, the hero does get what he needs. The film seems headed for a bittersweet ending until the main character sees his father.
Oh my God.
What? What is it?
It's my father.
With these final moments, Field of Dreams gives Kinsella a healing reunion with his dad. This also includes one of the more heartwarming baseball catches ever.
Hey, Dad? You want to have a catch?
I'd like that.
Not only do the family members come back together, a long line of cars appears to visit the field. We then realize that the farm doesn't have to be sold in a stunning shot, putting viewers at ease. This tearjerker conclusion gives audiences a warm hug and tells them everything will be okay.
Is this heaven?
It's Iowa.
Number 5, Rick's new friend, Casablanca.
But what about us?
We'll always have Paris.
At the end of this Hollywood classic, viewers come to realize that Rick Blaine and Ilsa Lund aren't really meant to be together. The truth finally comes out as the hero puts his old flame on a plane without him. In an emotional goodbye, the duo share a final exchange as they do what has to be done.
Now. He's looking at you, kid.
Blaine then ties up the loose ends by eliminating the villain Major Strasser.
Major Strasser has been shot. Round up the usual suspects.
With the aircraft safely away, the expatriate strolls away with his new friend and his conscience clean. Casablanca's captivating plot never ceases to amaze, and its elegant conclusion is just what is required.
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Number 4, finishing the competition, There Will Be Blood.
Stop crying, you sniveling ass. Stop your nonsense.
Oil magnate Daniel Plainview isn't finished until he gets his revenge on rival Eli Sunday. Preacher comes to make a deal, but soon realizes that his host isn't going to play things the way Sunday wants.
I told you I would eat you. We're family. I told you I would eat you up. We're brothers.
Plainview embarrasses Sunday, thwarts the scheme, and then dishes out a legendary rant. This includes the best use of the word milkshake in any movie speech.
I drink your milkshake. I drink it up!
The anti-hero finishes off his opponent with a bowling pin, finally bringing the rivalry to an end. His last line of dialogue reveals that a weight has been lifted from him. While he's still morally reprehensible, the businessman brings the film home with an irreversible and entertaining end.
I'm finished.
Number 3, escaping the show, The Truman Show.
Truman.
You can speak. I can hear you.
Fleeing by sailboat, Truman Burbank journeys through rough waters until he hits a wall. The hero comes to realize he's living on a television show.
Was nothing real?
You were real. That's what made you so good to watch.
Through the beauty of Andrew Nichols' dialogue, Burbank speaks to Christoph and discovers his life is all a ruse. The ultimate question is whether or not the man will choose to leave.
Say something, goddammit! You're on television! You're live to the whole world!
After using his iconic sign-off, the protagonist decides to see what's beyond the barrier. He finally fulfills his destiny and gives the program a dramatic ending for the ages.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
The genius plot comes together with some extraordinary acting, warming your heart and touching your soul.
Cease transmission.
Ceasing transmission.
Number 2, The Ultimate Lesson, It's a Wonderful Life.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
That's right. That's right.
Following his dramatic lesson about the value of his own existence, George Bailey returns to Bedford Falls a changed man. He chooses to celebrate his new lease on life by running through the streets.
Merry Christmas, movie house! Merry Christmas, Emporium! Merry Christmas, you wonderful old building and loan!
This all leads him home, prompting a moving reunion with his family. Bailey also comes to realize that the entire town has rallied around him in a time of need.
Hey, you are, George, you got the faculty all left out a bit. Here's something you to play with.
Revealing the power of a strong support group, the movie ends on a stirringly hopeful note, accentuated by the toast delivered by George's brother.
To my big brother George, the richest man in town.
This ending wraps everything up in a fittingly sentimental bow, creating an iconic holiday classic. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. En Solo, Whiplash. Impressing his abusive teacher, Andrew unleashes a crazy performance.
Andrew, what are you doing, man? I'll cue you.
A New Day, Groundhog Day. Phil finally discovers the secret to break the time loop and falls in love.
Do you know what today is?
No, what?
Today is tomorrow. It happened. You're here.
I'm here.
The Kiss, The Princess Bride. Wesley and Buttercup prove that true love exists, living happily ever after.
Since the invention of the kiss, there have been 5 kisses that were rated the most passionate, the most pure. This one left them all behind. The end.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Reunion, The Shawshank Redemption.
Get busy living or get busy dying. That's goddamn right.
When Andy Dufresne goes missing, this movie reveals his incredible escape and the elaborate scheme that goes along with it.
Andy crawled to freedom through 500 yards of shit-smelling foulness I can't even imagine. Or maybe I just don't want to.
His friend Red continues his sentence until his parole gives him a chance to find Dufresne. Once Morgan Freeman's character finds the escapee's letter, you can't help but feel goosebumps about what comes next.
Remember, Red, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. I will be hoping that this letter finds you.
He journeys to Mexico and finally reunites with his buddy in an amazing ending. With all of the suffering they endure in this film, this duo both finds itself on top of the world. The filmmakers present viewers with a long setup before giving the heroes a happy conclusion.
I hope to see my friend and shake his hand. I hope the Pacific is as blue as it has been in my dreams. I hope.
Did we forget another perfect wrap-up? Let us know in the comments below. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.